Hangouts are on the air. All right, thanks for joining us on the Mixed In Hangouts. We are with Beerzerker!
Nice.
All right, and we've met somebody, and he lives in Canada. He's Canadian. So
What?
Canada. And so we used to do beer reviews. You guys remember that? And so I was still I look around at all the other guys that are doing beer reviews, and I think it's amazing. But when I came across the Beerzerkeraidian, this guy's he really brings new things to the table. And I mean, look at the big Viking horns. I mean, how can you beat that, man? And they light up. He's got all kinds of, and he starts off with, rocking out on the guitar.
Yeah. Yep, there they go. There's some melodies.
There we go. There's some flashing lights. And he does like a huge variety of beers, more than me and William ever did. We did, we tried our best at looking at all kinds of beers, but we just haven't hit the gamut. We did about 80 something.
For us, it's like we know the basics, I guess, of beers. Beerzerker, you sound like you have a lot of knowledge on like different malts and barley and whatnot.
Yeah, I guess the more you do, the more you learn. And I got into homebrew pretty big, so I'm doing all grain, and I learned a lot off of guys on YouTube that were doing homebrew. When you see the ingredients and you get to understand it a little bit better, when you can actually see the processes going on. But there's still a lot that I don't know. I have so many beers here in Alberta. I have access to over 2,000 craft beers in my city. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so there's so much, and the guys keep coming up with new stuff, and new takes on different styles, inventing styles. It's an awesome hobby, really.
Yeah.
I've been so fascinated with ever since we started doing beer reviews, how much things that there are available that have been around for hundreds of years even, and now there's all these guys are coming out with all kinds of new stuff even, and so it's like it's a hobby that will really you can never get bored because there's always something new happening, always.
So it's infinite, just like music or painting, or I guess it's kind of an art form for the guys who are brewing it, and it's
Well, we both brought some beer to the table. What did you bring, Beerzerker?
Oh yeah, I grabbed the most extreme beer I had. It was this is from the Schmaltz Brewery out of New York here, and they always say the Hebrew. It's like a Jewish thing here, and so it's St. Lemmy's Immaculate collaboration with the Schmaltz Brewery and Cathedral Square, and it's a Belgian-style double rye India Pale Ale at 10%.
Nice. That looks like a good beer right there.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna walk out of here. Stumbling.
Well, we brought something too. You've already tried this, but for me and William, this will be a first. You actually know more about this beer than we do.
Yeah, he hasn't told us about it yet, though.
Let's put it on this camera over here, and we'll give you guys what it looks like there.
It's really hard to describe that one. That's the one you're just going to have to taste. That's a very unique beer.
It's a oak barrel aged for some time in there, and so we're going to pop that open and give it a taste while you get to pop yours open and give it a taste, and we'll tell you guys what these kinds of beers are like.
So it says here 75% young ale, 25% ale matured for 2 years.
Wow.
So
the alcohol by volume is not very high, but I bet you the taste is just amazing. So
yeah,
that's awesome.
Let's give it a shot.
All right.
Right on.
So I already took the little cap off.
You want to pop it?
Yeah.
Those things scare me.
Let's let him do his verse real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Motherfucking Thanksgiving hangout. It's a motherfucking Thanksgiving hangout. It's a motherfucking Thanksgiving hangout. It's a motherfucking Thanksgiving hangout.
I finally understood what you were saying there.
hang out.
Nice. Nice.
Right on. You got a nice tulip glass. Yeah.
Yeah, I bought this today. I was psyched to try it out, and this is, I was hoping would be the perfect beer for it. So that's a nice, just a nice red.
We got an Abbey type of bottle thing going on here. We'll pour ours here real quick. Let's see if we can get this open. Yeah. So what we got was they're kind of the Belgium style glasses.
Oh, yeah.
We have two of them. So, yeah. So let's try to open this without spewing Belgian beer all over the table and all of our equipment here.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, those ones. Yeah, it'd be like hear the ricochet.
Oh,
There we
okay, I got a little steam.
Okay, cool.
And yeah, so it's carbonated okay, but it didn't pop, so that's cool. That's fine. Let me have your glass here.
Yeah. I already broke one glass today. I don't need to break another.
Yeah, I came home today and he said, "Sorry, man, I broke one of your glasses."
One of the good ones.
That's okay.
It fell to the ground.
We're not getting a lot of head on that one.
This one smells really interesting. This is really weird.
Woo! Some of these Belgian beers, you know, like you get some,
Smells vinegary.
so much head, but this one's not doing a whole bunch. Hope that it's not bad.
We're both drinking Belgians here, and there's a lot of variety in the Belgian styles. Like
It
you
smells
can have
pretty
beers
good.
with zero head or whatever. It's,
This one smells very vinegary.
Yeah, should it smell a little vinegary?
I don't remember it, but it might smell different to you guys, and it might have slightly turned to. I've never had a beer turned to vinegar. I've had wine turned into straight red wine vinegar for sure, but never had it in a beer.
Well, it's aged.
Well, when we give it a taste, let's see if it turns bad. we might have to switch to beer number B that we got.
Yeah, which is a pyramid.
Backup beer.
Yeah.
All right, so let's give it a shot.
Cheers, guys.
All right, cheers.
Doesn't really taste vinegary.
No, I'm not really getting a vinegary taste on my end. Maybe a little bit of that oak barrel going on, a little aged. Because it 2 years, right?
Yeah, so 2 years.
So that's
25% of it.
that's a big deal.
Yeah, that's a long time for a beer. That's wow. This one's just really like malty and like nutty, but I think that's coming from all the rye. It's a really unusual kind of grainy taste coming out of this one.
Yeah. We had a rye beer once, and I wasn't a real fan of rye, but that was only one. You said that there's two kinds of rye, or no, we were talking about pine resin. So there's that. But I had a rye beer. I wasn't a super big fan of the rye, but I didn't try too many. I'll have to give it some more research.
I've pretty much just had like rye PA, so they're like a West Coast Indie Pale Ale, but with rye, and it kind of makes them sandy and kind of adds some texture to the beer. And I really enjoyed them. I really liked them, but this is definitely a totally different. This is like dark rye bread. You know, I'm really getting that dark rye bread. As I never really got that out of the rye PAs they call them.
Rye PA?
Yeah, rye PAs.
I haven't heard that over here. That's kind of cool.
You guys are really close to Phillips in Victoria on the island there. Do you guys get Phillips beers ever?
You know, I bet you we have access to them, but I haven't searched them.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah.
It actually really does sound familiar.
I tried. I really liked it. I'm trying to remember what it was called. Kryptonite.
Oh.
Kryptonite rye PA. And they have has like the elemental sign for kryptonite, and it's like all green and yeah.
There's an elemental sign for kryptonite.
Oh, they made one.
I was going to say, I thought that was made up, but okay.
I didn't know it was real. Holy crap. But this one is odd.
Yeah,
I was going to say.
It definitely tastes like it's barrel aged in something, but it tastes kind of flat, kind of.
Yeah, because there's not a whole lot of head on there. Maybe that's affecting it a little bit, but
yeah, either it wasn't bottled properly or
I got a little steam from the pop, but not a bunch.
Yeah, but yeah, it kind of tastes flat, I guess you could say. It's almost like it is like a fat Scotch or something like that.
Yeah, but the alcohol by volume is so low that it's not very amazing.
Yeah.
It's got a nice flavor. I'll have to say that there is
Yeah,
some flavor
yeah,
that's
yeah.
kind of nice in it.
It's not bad.
It's not bad, yeah. But for a
Definitely.
Belgian beer at the price that we paid for this, is like I expected a little bit more.
Yeah, I
but
wanted
it's,
some more.
yeah, it's still pretty good.
I want some more flavor.
I was curious with that one. Do you guys have the ingredients list for it at all? Does it say on that big bottle? Because I was really wondering what the hell they put in it when I had it, because I was pretty much, it blew my mind how weird it. Man, that's a really weird beer.
Yeah, it says a sweet sour taste, which I can.
Okay, so there's a sweet and a sour taste, so we're not lying.
Yeah. Matured in was that oak vats?
Yep, oak vats.
So it's a signature sweet sour taste and complex.
Well, this one is all the booze in there. You don't even like notice it, but this one's really well blended. Like it's just all fused. Really, really nice.
It's not really giving you the ingredients, is it?
No, not really.
So we might, online on the website, we might give you some info on that one.
Yeah,
So
but
was
it's
it
not really anything on the bottom.
Was it Rodenbach?
Yeah, Rodenbach.
Yeah, sour. That's has to do with the fermentation process. Usually, I think they they try to capture a certain type of whatever you would make sauerkraut with or whatever. They're taking some kind of biological entity and adding it in aside from the yeast is what I've been led to believe. But I don't have hardly any experience with sours. I do make sauerkraut, but that's a little different, I think.
We had one sour that was actually pretty good.
Yeah, what was the name of it? But it was really tasty.
He tried it with ice cream,
Okay.
which I thought was just weird, but he liked it.
Is this the classic red?
No, it's just...
Okay.
No.
And I may have had a different Rodenbach. It looks like the same logo, but I know they had two, and that
Yeah,
was a lot.
Would you say it was a red?
I was just looking because I see the classic red.
Oh, red. Yeah, they got a classic red.
I don't know which.
Try the Wikipedia, because that's nothing but facts on there, right?
Nothing but facts on
Nothing
Wikipedia.
but facts.
So the brewery is in 1821. The Rodenbach brothers, and it gives their names.
Pedro Alexander.
Invested in a small brewery. So this is the history. So let's hear the beers. So what do we have? Is it the original? It doesn't say what this is.
Yeah, it says there are 3 different types.
This is the Anno 1821.
I would assume it's just
It's probably this 5.2 ABV.
Yeah.
So blended from aged and young ale, 25% to 75%.
That's it.
Just what it said on there.
That's all
So
it
there's not a
says.
whole lot of ingredients in there.
That's their ingredients. Their ingredients is beer that is 75% that's young beer. Just any kind of beer.
Not very helpful.
It's Coors Light. The other.
yeah. Then they take
Next it was.
they go to the bars and they're like, "Where's all your guys' stuff you pour all your beers into?" And we'll take
That's
that
where
as
they
long
got
as it's 2 years old.
Culture out of old cans behind the pump.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're gonna have to hit up bottle number 2 because I'm okay with this. You know, I kind of like it, but I want to be a little bit more wowed. We'll try your your other one.
I'll be quite honest. The Rodenbach I tried, whether it was the exact same one you guys did or not, I was like actually not a fan.
Yeah.
But I gave it an okay rate because it was made well, but I didn't give it a real high rate. I don't think. I was like, I don't know. Like, this is just pretty gross.
It's like if this was if you were hiring some people, it's not a rehire. Like, yeah, you were kind of a good worker, but you know,
I think we can find someone better.
We're not going to ask you back. You know?
It's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure we can find someone better. Like, oh, okay, well, thanks.
Okay, so while we drink our beers until they're finished,
Yeah.
I got some questions for you, Beerzerkeraidian. What started you doing some beer reviews? And this is going to be a 2-part question. And then, what made you decide to be the Beerzerkeraidian?
I started doing beer reviews because I started getting back into drinking beer. I wasn't drinking a lot or whatever for a long time, so and I noticed there's so many. It was really getting to be a cultural thing where there's a lot of breweries opening, a lot of great beers coming out. As I went to the liquor stores, and I didn't realize that our provincial government had loosened the restrictions. Like, we can bring any beer we want here. There's no tiffs about it. So, what if a liquor store owner wants to bring something in, as long as they can get it, they can bring it in. And so I started finding awesome beers, and then the homebrew thing, I really started getting into that, and it just kind of just. And I brewed as a kid, with my dad. We always made like homemade wine and huge vats, and so I kind of grew up. I had buddies that would make mead and wine, and so I kind of was around it and really enjoyed the process. It was because it's like kind of like a hobby it's a fair bit of work, but really you get a really nice reward usually, and it's not too much work. It's not like painting a car or something. Or, if you screw up a batch, it's like, well, what the heck? It was just a bunch of plums that came off the tree or whatever, and wasn't too big of a deal.
How long does it usually make you to how long does it usually take you to make a batch?
Of beer, I would say, first off, a lot of people will have mixed feelings on this, but I'd say pretty much go straight to all grain. Don't even mess around with the beer kit. Whether it's a bag of wort or a can of malt extract, it's probably not going to come out that good because malt extract, it kind of tastes like Kool-Aid or in comparison. And if you get a bag of wort, a lot of times they'll add an acid to it, and then you get the kit. They have the acid to preserve it. Then you got to dump a bicarbonate, like basically like some type of baking soda type solution in to neutralize the acid. And I can taste that. You can tell that it was good wort, but I can always taste the baking soda for sure, and I can taste a bit of the acid still.
That sucks.
Yeah, it does, and it's easy as hell. You just dump the bucket in and pitch your yeast as long as you're at the right temperature. Put the lid on, and away you go. But I went to all grain. It's a lot more work. It's a 6-hour thing generally, and then you got to clean up. But the beer you get is awesome unless you screw it up. Right?
So how long do you let it sit for, though?
To make it, you brew your beer, you make your wort, and you pitch it. Bring it down to temperature. Takes actually a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Even with the wort chiller. Pitch your yeast in so you don't kill it, and you go for about a week until your krausen falls, so you get a big head on it inside your fermenter, and then that head subsides.
He said big head.
That's our word of the day.
Tell him what he's doing. Yeah, and then you put in. A lot of people will put it in the secondary. Some people will just leave it in the primary because your carbon dioxide sits on top of your beer and protects it from infection. Because bacteria needs oxygen to live. So as long as you got the environment that's going to protect your beer, you're good. And then after that, you'll rack it. I rack it into, whether I put it in secondary or not, sometimes I don't. I'll rack into a clean, sterilized, everything has to be sterilized, into a sterilized bucket. Then you add your priming sugar and bottle it, or keg it if you're going to do that. You wouldn't need priming sugar because you're going to force carbonate, which will cut down a lot of your time. I like to bottle condition for about 3 weeks to a month. Before my bottle.
Wow.
So it takes you some time to enjoy your creations. You got to wait quite a while.
Well, that could be kind of disappointing, though. I mean, it's like,
especially if it doesn't turn out good.
Yeah.
So far, all grain has turned out excellent, but a lot of the kits, I ended up dumping a lot of it out, and I had a big learning curve with bottle conditioning. Is have too much priming sugar. We had caps flying off and foam and stuff, so I learned to cut down on it because I don't refrigerate my bottles to make them go dormant, right? I don't know if I'm getting too nerdy here and going to bore you.
No, I've heard about this. It's like there's a point where you would want it to stop fermenting, so then you start to refrigerate it. That's one of the process. That's the process you're talking about. So you don't do that.
I have a different philosophy because like if I put dextrose in, let's say to prime with corn sugar, it's still going to be sweet, and I don't like sweet beers, right? So I like the yeast that's still alive in the bottle to continue eating the sugars. That's what causes the carbonation. The byproduct is alcohol and carbonation, and the yeast cells eat the sugar. The yeast is a fungus, so it eats the sugar, creates carbon dioxide, which makes your bottle carbonated, and it's the CO2 which also keeps it kind of safe for the most part.
Right.
And
so if you want it to be a little sweeter, then you would start to refrigerate it to stop it, so that you get a little bit of that. The flavors of the hops and all that stuff, but you still get a little inherent sweetness if that's what your plan was on that particular beer.
Yeah, I'm all about dry beers. Like for the most part, I'm a big West Coast double IPA junkie. Big, heavy, dry beers. I love that. Like I'm loving this beer right now. It's a treat.
Yeah.
But a lot of people do a batch of beer in 3 weeks.
Oh, 3 weeks?
Yeah, a lot of people do it in 3 weeks with kits and stuff. As I like to let mine age a bit, and I just find they get a little bit better.
I've got one. I got a Mr. Beer kit, but I haven't used it yet. What's in the box probably isn't any good to make any beer out of it anymore. It's
It actually came with stuff?
Yeah, but you know, I thought about it, but
Yeah, it's probably dead now.
well, we first started doing our beer reviews, and we literally knew nothing about beer. I mean, basically, we knew only.
Beer has alcohol in it.
Yeah, well, that
makes you
and
happy.
our favorite beer at the time. Well, we didn't have a favorite beer. We only knew stuff like Coors and Budweisers and stuff like that. So that's when we decided we're going to start buying a beer that we see on the normal grocery aisle shelf and give it a shot. That's what we called the beer channel, or not the channel, but the category. And we knew nothing, and so we decided to just do it like that, like the kind of like. The average American, if they didn't try all these other beers too, they could watch our show and see what we thought of it, and then maybe they would spend their $7 or $8 on that 6-pack of beer because we thought it tasted okay. And us not knowing anything about beer, we thought, hey, this is a fun beer. You should try it.
Yeah.
So that's what we did. But when I came across yours, you start off, you know, I'm a guitar player too, and when you start off with your, you know, you say, Beerzerker, and then you start rocking out on something, it's like, oh, this guy is so me, but I should have done my beer reviews the way you do it. But you know, I like the way you do it. So you're the man when it comes to that. So that's pretty cool.
You guys got a bit of an edge too, right? Like, with your channel, like I tune into you guys got green screen and everything going on, and I'm like, whoa! I'm like, nice. You know what I mean? Like, this is sweet. This is sweet. Like,
well, that's one of the things that we did. So we wanted to do beer reviews, but we wanted to give it a twist where it's like, yeah, to kind of cover up the fact that we know nothing about beer. Maybe you could enjoy the background we got.
well, when I started reviewing beers, I didn't. There's a lot of things I said that I look back on, and I'm like, if I went back and deleted every video that I thought I screwed up on, I wouldn't have any videos left. You kind of gotta live with it, right?
Yeah. Hey, it's life. You live and you learn.
Yeah.
But as long as you're honest, though, that's the thing.
Yeah,
is like when
yeah,
I saw you guys Lagunitas Sucks video, and you guys shot out the gun, I was like, that's kind of how I feel. And I was like,
Oh,
You know, there's a lot of people out there that like that.
yeah.
And I feel bad, but
They-
honestly, at the time, we were just like, I can't believe we spent money on this.
Yeah, and a lot of people are like, hey, man, you got to give Lagunitas Sucks another chance because, you know, that's a good beer. It's like, no, we didn't like it. It's like,
even Lagunitas tells you it sucks right on the
Yeah,
fucking
exactly. It's like they knew. It's like, what do we do with this batch? Sell it. Just make sure, you know,
we didn't
tell them
describe
that
it, but
does
we should have
suck.
said, you know, why did they make this beer out of leftover Christmas tree water? This can't be right.
Yeah. Either that, or you know, they just didn't have enough to fill up the batches.
Uh-oh, we just
We gotta
lost
fill it
it.
with something. Oh, we'd lose them?
Yeah, shit.
I wonder if his tablet died.
Oh, maybe. So, technical difficulties, we just lost the Beerzerker.
Oh. I was alive.
Okay, so I invited him back. Hopefully his connection is okay. Bring him back. Did that come through that?
Yeah.
Why did it come through
I
that?
don't know.
I don't hear it through here.
No, I didn't hear it through there either.
Okay, so, I don't know. What do we got?
Am I still on there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're still there.
that's that one. Yeah,
Well, let's show some pictures from our Give It a Shot.
give it a shot, days.
Yeah, let's see. I got some pictures.
Oh,
Give it
sorry,
a
guys.
Oh, there he is.
We're just going to try to fill some time.
Yeah. What happened, man?
Oh, I don't have a picture no more. That's G+. That's G+ for you, man. But yeah, right on. Like I agreed with your Lagunitas. I didn't hate the beer. I thought it was a good beer, but I kind of saw your point of view too, because I'm not a. You guys didn't like the pine, and I didn't like the pineapple, and it was kind of heavy, and I couldn't chug it. And I like chugging double IPAs, and there's just too much CO2 in that beer to chug. And
That's
I was
one
like,
thing that we decided to do. I don't know if it was a great idea, but we decided if we like a beer, we should see if it tastes good when you drink a bunch of it really fast.
Yeah. So we always tried chugging it at the end.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, it tastes different if you're taking big drinks than small drinks. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw you guys a video today.
Didn't even give Lagunitas Sucks a chance.
It wasn't horrible. Like I drank mine, and then I bought another, and they come in those huge bottles, and I drank it, and it was enjoyable. but not. I have high expectations out of double IPAs is all.
Yeah. We're not getting a picture of you right now. Are you working on that?
It won't. I'm sorry. It was working great when we sped it all up, and then I was like, my tablet will probably crap out on the picture.
Did you know, is the battery dead or something?
No, it's just charged. It's just that sometimes my signal or the processor or something lags behind, and it just.
Maybe it'll kick in. Okay.
Yeah, yes, it does.
We're about to say, I got a couple more swallows of this glass. I'm not finding it too repulsive. I'm just.
You guys still on the road? Yeah.
Can you see us?
Oh yeah, I can see you totally. Yeah.
Can you see how William's got a big old pirate hat on?
I was playing around.
Oh
with
yeah, yeah. Okay.
Hey, they made a new laugh track. Did you notice that sounds a little different? Oh,
That's two different. They got multiple.
Let's do that again.
Oh.
Yeah, it sounds better. Yes, I'm a scuba diving clown. What of it?
So how did you guys get into all the video editing? Because I'm kind of into that, like, minor. I've done some of it in the past, but you guys are like, seem to be doing pretty well in that department, like with technical stuff. And
I would say all the things that we did were, I don't know if you agree with me or not, but they were kind of secretly, we did those things to experiment with what we can and cannot do with our knowledge of the video equipment and the sound and all that stuff. So we did experiments. We did ghost hunting. We did the beer reviews. I mean, I'm sorry to burst everybody's bubble who really liked our beer review show, but it was still an experiment to figure out how to do lighting and sound and green screen to where we got to a point where we feel pretty comfortable that we could do some stuff that's bigger with it. So we used the beer reviews as a weekly excuse to use our lights and our cameras and the sound.
Yeah. Even to this date, everything we do, it's all like it's just for one thing, it's a hobby. It's basically what it is. It's just a hobby, but we do it for practice.
Yeah.
So, one day we want to start up a show to where we try and take all of our skills that we've learned and try to make the show look decent enough to be considered like an actual TV
constant progress, see?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we really wanted to expand our ability to master a regular show too, where we had some interesting content. But it was still in secret. It was just to know our equipment better, and we're still learning stuff. The whole white balance thing. I didn't know about that my camera had that ability. I had that camera for like 2 years. I just figured that out.
I like those videos, especially because anyone who runs their own channel, who has a YouTube channel or like that, like they should, like when I came across those videos with lighting and stuff, I was like, oh yeah, this is great stuff to learn.
Mm-hmm. You don't have to have the fancy lights. You just have to know where to put them, and then know your daylight balance. The tungsten balance. I'm sorry, you got your daylight color balance stuff. So you got daylight color, tungsten color. You got some other colors. Basically, though, you could still trick your camera into. You could do a white balance on the dome light of the inside of your car, and then when you look at a street light, it's going to look super duper blue. Maybe that's the look you're looking for. So
perhaps even yellowish.
Yeah,
like that.
So it's really cool. But if you start playing around with that stuff, you could create some really cool looks. Yeah. What we're just looking for is actual, like, I don't know if we're really getting it today, but some nice.
What happens when I do this?
Well, we got a big white background, and hopefully we have some skin tones still. But it's an experiment. Even with the webcam, we're experimenting.
It's okay. I'm in black and white right now.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got me beat.
Well, you're actually just black. We got no image right now.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Oh, I see. Well, we see your picture down there.
Yeah, I see it.
Oh, do you? Okay.
The camera shows nothing.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I should have run the laptop, but I'm more like I'm an audio guy. Like I love video too, but if my sound's buggered up and this laptop has shit sound, so if my sound's buggered up, I'm really upset. So
the audio's actually pretty clear, pretty good.
Cool. Right on.
Are you on your tablet right now or the laptop?
Yeah, I got no processor basically. But I thought we're pretty close. We're only like a few hours apart here, like so I didn't. Usually, the closer it is, the better it's. it functions.
Oh, sure. The lag is going to be a lot different.
Yeah.
Well, you want to try another swallow of this, and then we'll go on to the next beer?
Man,
Yes.
I'm
All
ready,
right.
but
well,
Well, we did one Google Hangouts. What was that? Gotterdamerung?
Gotterdamerung from Rogue.
from Scotland?
No, it's the no, not is that Rogue? No. Oh, what is
the
it?
beer. I thought it's a Goddard for Scotland that does reviews.
No, what beer is that? Not Rogue. I'll have to look it up.
I can't remember. But it was the IBUs on that was like what 102.
Oh yeah, nice.
That's
For us,
quite
we're
up
like,
there.
oh god, you know, no, I don't want any of that on my tongue. But Bill Hempel was with us during the Google
that's
Hangout,
awesome.
and he was like, he just telling us and giving us the idea. Stone was it? The giving us an idea of what it would be like. So we tried it, and you know we got past the whole bitterness and actually became part of the beer. And after a glass, I was pretty much shit-faced drunk because it was strong. It was some strong beer.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love hops. I'm a major hop head, man. Like, throw tons. I don't think you could even over hop a beer for me now that I've got into. I'm like, throw it in. I watched that one you guys did actually this afternoon with it was a Stone Valley Valley Calgique.
Oh yeah.
With
the Stone.
yeah.
How we had the CG girl in the beginning,
Yeah.
and I was talking to her. You know, she was like sitting there, not talking to me. The little brat wouldn't say a word.
I wasn't even there. I wasn't invited to this party.
It's like that for all of us, dude.
I'm pretty sure if I was there, she would be like, "Hey, what's
I
that?"
was like, hey, so I heard that Give It a Shot was your favorite YouTube show. You should put that on Facebook.
You guys do a lot of games. I haven't played games in a long time, but there's some video games that like back in the day I just loved. You know, I guess it'd be old school now. Like there was one version of Duke Nukem. Did you guys ever play? I think it was on PlayStation.
I used to play that a lot.
And it was like fucking hardcore, and you could climb up the power poles, and the cops all look like pigs, and you go into the upper bedroom, and this girl's like, "Turn out the lights, and I'll show you the meaning of pain," and you get all the dynamite in there. You remember that one?
Oh yeah.
That was an awesome game.
I remember. I don't remember playing it though. I don't think I ever played it.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. We found that one of the reasons why we played Rainbow Six Vegas 2 so much is because, honestly, it's one of the few games that we both have a copy of. So
Great. Okay.
So when we hook it up, that way you get two, you know, we can both play it. Otherwise, it's split screen, and that's okay. We've done a couple things where we split screen, but
well, the one game we play a lot is Rainbow Six Vegas 2.
Yeah. It's a great game too.
We play that one a lot.
Nothing wrong with that game. That game's cool.
I actually want to get a system. You know, I haven't had a system for a long time. I kind of want to get one again to kind of. But I kind of like the old school ones too. But I went out of it for a while, but I kind of like want to get back in. I kind of miss it again. You know.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice.
Well, William and I both have an Xbox 360. He's also got the PlayStation and the PlayStation, the newest one.
PS4.
Yeah, and I haven't gotten the Xbox One yet. I'm still sporting the Xbox 360, but that day will come, and then we'll start doing some game reviews with the latest games with the PlayStation 3, 4. What do you got?
PS4.
PS4. So you got with the PlayStation 4 and then the Xbox One.
Yeah.
But for right now, we're kind of messing with it.
Yeah. Well, Xbox right now, it has to throw something out on that is just something ridiculously I want to get that is only for the Xbox. Because right now, my computer is built to edit, which fortunately is actually really great for video games too.
Oh yeah.
So,
Right on.
I've been using Steam on my computer, and I've been just buying games for Steam and playing them on that.
Actually, my computer actually has pretty high specs on it. It's supposed to be hardcore gamer, but it's kind of
Well, you should probably put your Xbox 360 controller into it and support some Steam. You probably enjoy a whole lot of for the money that you pay
It's,
for a Steam account, I mean, you can play a
yeah.
lot of cool
Yeah,
games.
because the Steam is free, and
What's Steam?
it's kind of like it's almost like its own operating system, but it's just a program you can play on a computer that has a crap load of games, and it even has a lot of the games that are on the console systems.
Kind of like an emulator almost.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
They actually have Alienware system out now that is built to play just the Steam operating system. But yeah, you just use a PlayStation controller or a Xbox controller to play it. I usually use my Xbox because it understands it better or something.
Okay, so but you're talking about running it through the PC.
Yep, just right through my PC. I got my PC hooked up to my TV in my living room. Just sit down, take my M&Ms, play
So
some Skyrim or something.
that's what you guys recommend for PC. Like, as for PC games, like, what would be the benefit over the system? Like, because you guys obviously you're using it for editing your computers. You
Yeah.
got to be pretty good with them. Like, so you guys just don't do a lot of whole just like PC gaming, like standard.
Not so much.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we're not into the hardcore Call of Duty like other people are. I mean, Chris is into it. He plays it, on his part-time and whatnot. He's really good at it. I suck at it. That's why I don't play it.
I love Black Ops.
Yeah, but I'm more into like RPGs. So,
Okay.
those are the kind of games
Like
that I
an
play.
adventure, like Zelda, but new age.
Yeah, yeah. Something where it has a lot of like stuff you can do in it. Open world, like Skyrim.
I really like those games
Oh,
like
wow.
Age of Empires.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What is it
If you
called?
got 2 days to kill,
Yeah.
those
I never
wars
got
get
played-
pretty intense. That was
I
old
never-
school. That was back in the day.
Yeah. I never played the actual game to that. I only played the skirmishes.
Oh, in Age of Oh, yeah, the games,
Yeah.
we basically went multiplayer, too, because we had networked across the house with PCs.
Yeah.
So me and my brother would go at him, and buddies also, like, that had 2 PCs, and we'd go at it, and man, like, Elephant Wars and shit, it was awesome. Like, but I kind of like that kind of thing, but, yeah, that's old school. We were playing, like, probably a pretty old version of that game, even.
Yeah.
But I
But
like
also-
some old versions of games, too, right? Like, sometimes the older version is better than the newer one, or whatever.
Yeah, because we're into the classics. That's what I was born and bred on.
My games that I started off with was like Halo. Well, when it first came out on the Xbox 360 or the Xbox, and then all the other Halos after that. It's just I first-person shooter was with Duke
That was a
Nukem
good game.
and that kind of stuff. It's like, oh man, I love first-person stuff.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
dig it.
I know mine was
Bond was
GoldenEye from the 64.
GoldenEye. How about that other one with the girl?
Is that the 007 I'm talking about? Like the 4-player?
Yeah, yeah,
Perfect Dark was another one that came out with the Nintendo 64. I love that one.
yeah. Perfect Dark. But
Go on. Yeah.
what's that?
I was gonna say, Time Splitters 2 I thought was a really good game, but Time Splitters 1 I didn't like. But the multiplayer on Time Splitters 2 was insane. Like
Was it?
everyone I introduced that to was like, holy shit, this is awesome. But Time Splitters 1 I rented it and I was like, oh, this sucks bad. Perhaps the PlayStation 2 I think.
I remember playing that game. I had that. I
Yeah.
did that for a little
It
bit.
sounds familiar. I can't place it though.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good multiplayer shoot, like the shoot 'em up and stuff. Was actually the number 2 is good, but number 1 was a kind of a disaster, and then number 2 they really got it down.
Yeah.
Huh.
I just remember the days though when I was playing like Castlevania.
Hey, I'll get us some new glasses and I'll get us the other beer.
Yeah, I'm okay. Which
What up?
what other beers did it get?
We got
It's
a
a pyramid.
Pyramid.
Be
I don't know
right
if I've
back
heard of
with
that.
it.
I can't remember the name of it.
Oh, it's in the fridge. Okay,
I'll be right back, and
Yeah.
I'll bring a beer bottle opener.
right on.
That'll help.
Yeah, I'm stuck. I got my hair
The
stuck.
Bear Claw.
What's that?
The Bear Claw.
You want to finish that?
I don't think we'll ever use the bear claw to open another beer ever again.
Rip the top off the bottle and
Yeah.
the cowboy opener.
Ugh.
What's that?
There it
Oh,
is.
you got it right there. Okay. Right on. Show that off.
Yeah.
I've never seen it. It looks like a piece of cast iron, actually.
So since that's a
It's heavy duty.
Oh, should we use these glasses or should we use these glasses?
Yeah, it's gonna use this. The other one's right there.
Is this clean?
No.
I got a clean one over here.
Okay. But yeah, did you watch that episode though? When
I
Chris
did, yeah.
manhandled his, what was it, the Blue Moon?
Oh no, not the blue one. I saw the one with the girl with the avatar. You guys used the bear claw on that
How
one.
do we use it on that one too?
The first time you guys used, or Chris used it, and I thought for sure the top of the bottle was gonna get ripped off. I saw it. It was like cast iron.
Well, in the Blue Moon episode, yeah, he used this on there and just top of it rips it right off. Glass went everywhere.
Oh yeah.
That was awesome.
I did that, and Buddy still wanted to drink the beer, and I had to stop him. I'm like, no, I'm dumping it down this. No! I'm like, not letting you drink broken glass, buddy.
Yeah, no shit. It's like, no, yeah, you don't need that. It's not worth it, man. It's not worth it. This thing is heavy duty, though. I mean,
it looks heavy, man. That looks like a pog slammer, man.
Yeah, I mean, it will. Somebody breaks in your house, like, get out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll do some damage.
You did that beer review on the red chair from Deschutes. I just bought a 6-pack of it. We're not drinking that right now, but I have a 6-pack of that because that was a good beer.
That was really cool. That was a cool beer. I was like, the hops are great in it, and I could taste like raspberries and pomegranate and
I think it went to auto.
red citrus fruit, like blood oranges, red, pink grapefruit. Yeah, that was a really great hop profile in that beer.
Oh yeah. All right, so what do we got here? We have something new to try by Pyramid Brewing Company, Coat of Ales. This is a Belgian a triple. And
Oh, nice. You guys are gonna be wasted.
8.5.
It's about time. We drink this beer and it's like not what we just had. It was like nothing.
Yeah.
All right, so this ought to be cool. So we got a triple. Well, what's the IBU on this
20.
one? 20 IBU, so it's going to be smooth.
The original gravity is 19.8.
Yep. And what is the
Sperm?
SRM?
There's sperm in this beer.
That'll be a really smooth one.
I don't know what SRM is. You probably know
SRM.
about this, huh?
I don't know what that is. SRM.
okay. So
If I knew,
what's,
I just can't picture the abbreviation.
what's the alcohol
The
by
sperm.
volume? Does it say on the side of here?
What?
Alcohol by volume?
Yeah, it says it in front. 8.5.
8.5? No, that's not bad. That's
Yeah.
better than the last beer. So you purchased this one. You want to pop it open? So we got something to open it with here. Oh, you're going to do the beer claw?
No.
Oh, because that breaks stuff.
Yeah. I want to be able to drink this one.
So we're drinking. We're going to drink this in some Samuel Adams beer glasses, and it has a laser etched deal on the bottom to keep the bubbles from coming up, and it's extra thick glass on the bottom here so that our hands don't warm up the beer, and it's got that nice tulip flavor or tulip shape here to keep the when we pour it up to about here, so that the aromas go up to the top, so we smell it real good, and they even do something fancy with the lip of the deal there, so that you get that slurpiness happening when you drink it.
It's a Boston Lager's glass.
Yeah, Boston Lager.
There's not much left in there. I'm just gonna finish it off. It's all good. It's all good.
Who is that by? That's a pyramid.
Pyramid. Yeah, Pyramid Brewing.
P-U-R. Pyramid.
Yeah.
Pyramid.
It's in our neck of the woods.
Oh,
Pyramid
PY,
Brewing
okay.
Company's not
Nice.
too far from us, where we live. Me and William live.
Yeah, it smells Belgian-ish.
Yeah. It does have that Belgian
Like
familiar flavor in the smell.
It's Belgian beer night, guys. Holy shit.
Yeah. Belgium is a very small country, but they make a lot of beer.
They make a lot of beers. Yeah.
it's so weird, especially New Belgium. I don't know where that place is at, but they make some good beer too.
Oh yeah. That's another thing. Is like one of my favorite beers by New Belgium Brewing Company. They're the ones that make the popular beer called Fat Tire. I don't know if have you heard of Fat Tire?
I've had it. We get that up here because you guys are on the western side of the United States. I get a lot of beers from like Colorado, California, Oregon, and probably a few from Washington. But I know a lot from Oregon, and so we're drinking a lot of the same beer.
Nice.
Stone, we get Stone up here, yeah. A lot of
Well,
West
if you're
Coast
lucky
stuff.
enough to get from New Belgium, the guys who make Fat Tire, if in my opinion, if you could find two beers that they make, one of my favorites. One is just called Abbey,
Okay.
and the other is called Triple or Triple. It's Triple or whatever. Those two
I haven't
flavors.
had those.
Those two flavors. Well, apparently, New Belgium, what their flagship beer was going to be was Abbey. Instead, nobody gave a rat's ass about it. But when they made Fat Tire, the world went crazy for Fat Tire.
Yeah.
But
That's when I first saw them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
First they came up here with Fat Tire 6-packs, right? That was when they first kind of hit the scene.
But now I've been drinking whenever it comes fresh to the stores around me. When I see Abbey, I grab a 6-pack of that for sure. And the other one is Triple, or I don't know, it's spelled like in a Belgian way, so maybe you're supposed to say Triple. I don't know.
That's the one I grabbed for.
I like that one, and it's like 8% alcohol by volume, and I think the Abbey one is like 7.
Good.
Oh, it's so good, and it doesn't cost us much. It's like $7 for a 6-pack. It's really good.
Well, it smells good.
Yeah,
and I want to try it.
This is Pyramid, another brewing company that's near where we live.
Oh, they make a good. Why is the camera shaking?
Because it's attached to this, which is attached to that. When we shake the table, it shakes the camera. we got if you could see the behind the scenes, there's a flurry of monitors all over the place and lights and everything. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So
Sorry,
if you see the camera shake, it's because we moved the table a little bit.
You don't even want to look around my spot.
Okay.
All right, let's give this a shot. We're trying something hopefully better than the last thing we had. All right, yeah. Cheers. Hey,
Am I on the screen or what?
Not yet, but could you could do Beerzerker?
Beerzerker!
All right.
Now I can drink my beer. Oh, wow.
Yeah, is it good?
Yeah.
I felt like it was good. Like you guys got the right reaction that you would expect.
That's tasty.
Wow.
That's what I like. This reminds me of the New
That's a
Belgium's
triple.
Abbey. I mean, not the Abbey, but the Triple.
Yeah, that's a triple.
And this is a Triple. So
it's-
that's what a Triple's supposed to taste like.
What
It's
does it
not
say? It just says triple. That's it.
Yeah.
On the thing. Okay.
Yeah.
So like,
actually,
Belgian style
well, it doesn't say that. It says coat of ales Belgian Triple.
Yep, Belgian
Let's
style.
see if I can get it to where you can see it on the label.
and you said that was pretty high ABV, right? It was like up in the 8s or 9s or.
What is it?
8.5.
8.5?
8.5. Right on.
I'm trying to make it look like it's focused or not, but can you see where it says under coat of ales? It says Belgian Triple.
Yeah, Belgian
I can
style.
see triple. I don't have the best eyes.
Yeah,
Well, I
well,
guess-
I'm trying to get it really close, but when I get close, it still gets
Yeah,
blurred.
blurs. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, this is a pounder, 22 ounce.
I still don't know what the sperm is, but
Spur. That's to make it smooth.
it's 5.0, so there's only 5%.
For head retention.
Which is about normal. I'm used to about 10.
Oh, this is a great taste. I like this taste. I'm
Pretty good,
fond of,
Yeah.
Belgium is when you taste a Belgian beer, it's the yeast that they use, and they strictly use it. And so even when Americans are making a Belgium style, because I have to say Belgium style, they've somehow obtained some of that Belgian yeast, and that's what makes it taste right. You can't make a Belgian beer without using the Belgian yeast.
That's 100% true. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm a real fan of the Belgian yeast flavor. I love it.
They actually a lot of those yeasts ferment warmer, right? Like even a lot of people when we get back, I'll go back into brewing a little bit. Like if you're brewing like an English or American ale, people think that you want to brew it warm, like they put it on top of the refrigerator or near a heat vent. And you actually want to be about cellar temperature, like 16 degrees Celsius. I mean, you guys are using Fahrenheit down there. I'm not good at converting in my head, but that's 16 degrees above freezing for us. So it's cool, like where you want to keep your potatoes.
Yeah. So
And that's
that
where
would be like what, like 40, 50 degrees here?
Pretty
40,
cool,
50
like just nice and cool, like in a basement if you were to lay on the floor on the concrete. It's just a nice cool temperature. And that's what I'm drinking this beer at. Like a lot of beers drink really good at cellar temperature too. But Belgian beers like to ferment hot like wine.
Oh, really?
Well, there's a lot of different Belgian yeast, mind you, but typically, yeah, you would ferment a lot of Belgian yeast a lot higher temperature. That's why you get a lot of that bananas. If you ferment an American ale at the higher temperature, you'll get some bananas and apples and cloves and stuff a little bit too. But
detected bananas really in Hefeweizens.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Actually, I did a beer I recommend everyone trying. I think I talked to you about it, Chris, like the Orval.
Yeah.
If you can get Orval, man, if you like Belgian beers, that is the beer. It's like all I can say is, oh. It's like Hefeweizen on steroids, like rage, man. It is awesome.
I gotta find that.
What's it called?
Orval. It comes in a. I got it in a 330 milliliter. It says Trappist, so it's actually brewed by monks rather than. A lot of times they'll say, what do they say? Abbey beer. Abbey beer doesn't necessarily. I don't know if it's. Don't quote me on that, but Trappist is supposed to be the one, the real authentic.
Yeah.
The guys who walk around with the hoods on, you know.
Trappist.
Yep. Orval. Orval, and that blew my mind, man. That was the best Belgian beer I've ever had, probably.
That's pretty good. We just got a little sample of something that the girls had cooked for us, and there's some potatoes and something. That tastes pretty good.
You got some
Good
taters?
job, Abby. Yeah, very tasty. This is going to be dinner. I guess they're trying to tell us dinner's going to taste like this. Cool.
How much sperm is in this?
A lot.
Because in this one it's 5.0.
No, that's not that's RM.
That was supposed to go to the bank.
In the little cup right here.
That's
Huh?
Ethiopian cabbage.
What was that?
It was good.
In the little cup, he says it's supposed to go to the bank, and I was like, it's in that little cup. Not that I would know.
He says, "Isn't that a little cup?"
No.
Eating it, man. He won't be able to finish, man.
That's good enough. You think I am Superman? Thank you. That's good. I think we should probably wrap this up.
All right.
It's getting late.
It's
I'm
getting
getting
weird.
tired.
All right, on. So yeah, I'm fucking drunk. All right, you're 10%, and I'm dizzy, man.
Oh man, I
That's
wish
when
I
you know
was.
it's a good
I wish
beer.
I was at your level right now, but I'm not quite there.
Man, this
Well, maybe
Schmaltz,
after I finish. Yeah.
I'm gonna plug St. Lemmy's. Drink St. Lemmy's. That's a good beer, man. That's thick, like a barley wine, rye, Belgian IPA. It's
Well, we need to find a beer that we both can get.
That should be
that we
easy.
haven't really tried before. That way we can do a Google Hangout to where we actually
Try the same beer.
yeah.
Examination, they call it. Yeah. Sure, that sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get a lot of beers from Stone, and then stuff like that. So
We haven't tried a whole lot of Stone beers.
Yeah.
So pick something you haven't tried from Stone. We'll try to find the same thing. We'll do this again.
right on,
So
man.
this was the meet
Cheers,
and greet.
All right. Beerzerker! All right, man. Hey, it was great hanging out with you. I'm glad we got this chance to hang out on Google Hangouts, and hopefully everybody will get to know, Beerzerkeraidian. I'm going to put a link to this in the description below, the link to his channel. You guys need to check him out. He does like a beer review like every day, so
Yeah.
check out the Beerzerkeraidian. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out with us.
Thanks for having me. I had a great time. I haven't partied this hard in a long time.
All right. That was pretty awesome.
Why is the audio coming from that?
All right.
It's a microphone, not a speaker.
Stay on the line, Mr. Beerzerkeraidian, but we're
We're
going
gonna shut it down. I gotta play it out with the hit tune, man. Let's do
There
it.
you go.
Yep, go for it.
Motherfucking Thanksgiving. It's a motherfucking Thanksgiving. It's a motherfucking Thanksgiving.
Are we off now?
Not yet. There we go. There we go.
Hit it again.